Live by now. As always, let me know how the audio is. Let me know how I sound. All that kind of stuff. Should be an exciting one today. Should be an exciting one. Just make sure we're live here. Might be a little slow on the typing again. Still got a little bit of pain in that finger. I've been trying to go easy on it. But yeah, just been having to write and type a lot lately. All right. Are we live? Are we here? We're here. Beautiful. All right. Today's an exciting one. I'm looking forward to getting into it. First thing I want to do is just address Regidrago in general and talk about the various sets I've seen people discuss. So I saw some people in chat discussing this one, scope lens, like focus energy, so you can click Draco meteors over and over and critical hit them all. And then, like, I don't even know what you'd run for the last one. Okay, we got a donation, £5 from Chorley Cake, saying, super psyched today, Pinka. I made voting requirements for the first time ever for the Terra Blast suspect. Hope the stream goes well. Congratulations on that. That's a huge accomplishment. Very nicely done. And yeah, I mean, yeah, that's another thing I should talk about briefly. Let's briefly talk about Terra Blast. I'm anti-ban. I honestly, it's like Dragonite's broken with it. Curem's broken with it. Ban Dragonite and Curem. Like a lot of, like, my Thunderous Therian likes to use Terra Blast. CB Dragapult using Terra Blast is nice. Like Terra Blast Fairy can Gambit, I don't find problematic. Like some like Deoxys go, they want to run like Terra Blast Fighting. Enamorous running Terra Blast Stellar is really cool. Like there are so many cool, like Iron Moth isn't broken with Terra Blast. It's just like nice that it can like do, like, I mean, I guess Boulder sometimes uses it. It's pretty terrible though. Galarian Moltres uses Terra Blast a ton. Like so many cool Pokemon are out here using Terra Blast, and it's like just Curem and Dragonite that are problematic with it. And it's like, let's do a Terra Blast suspect. Like, what? I do not get it. I truly don't. Like, it's just gonna, it's going to do, I think, more, like, yeah, my poor Thunderous Therian is going to be destroyed by that. Don Long, I did not see your short, but appreciate that. Appreciate the shout out. Something or other. Thank you very much for the 50 gifted memberships. That is incredible. Oh, Superior gets killed. I mean, some people are annoyed by Superior. I personally like it. Rip Terra Blast flying on Salamence, I guess. Yeah, Terra Blast Ghost on Basculegion goes downhill. Which, I mean, it's not like super common Pokemon, but like Terra Blast is just totally not the problem. Like so many Pokemon run Terra Blast and it's not broken on them. Something or other though. Yeah. The Oil Baron is here. As always, if you want to say anything in chat, please say it and I will read that out. But that is incredibly generous. Thank you very much, Something or Other. As always, you are insanely generous supporter. Talg9132 with the 10 gift memberships. Talg, thank you very much for the generosity as well. If you want to say something, just say that and I will read that out. I'll read that out. Yeah, incredibly generous. But yeah, like I seriously don't get what we're doing here with Terra Blast. It's like it's two Pokemon that are problematic. That's it. I just like it's beyond. I'm so lost as to why we're suspect testing Terra Blast. It's just not like most of the Pokemon using Terra Blast are not great. They're not great Pokemon, or they're not super strong sets. It's pretty much just, it's Dragonite and Curem are the problems. So, I don't know. Like, I try not to talk about suspect test stuff too much because people always get like, you know, I try to be an educational channel mostly, and I try to just like kind of stay neutral and put out information and try to just put out non-controversial opinions. That's why I haven't really made tiering videos in a while. But this one's just, I think it's really dumb. I really do not see the vision with the Terra Blast suspect. I think it's ridiculous. I'm just like, it's just like nothing, like Terra Blast, Flying Gyarados, whatever. Like, not a lot of Pokemon are using Terra Blast, but like some that do are like cool, and I like them. Yeah. Anyway, though, that's my quick, like, Terra Blast Electric Manaphy is cool. I'm gonna try not to go on a rant about it, but it's like Terra Blast Poltegeist. Poltegeist kind of toxic, but like it deserves to exist. I don't know. It's like Regidrago should be back. It got banned when people didn't know Transistor was nerfed, apparently. So Regidrago should be back whether or not Terra Blast gets banned. That should be back. Yeah, like the vast majority of like problematic sweepers, like there are a ton of sweepers still that are going to be like Dragonite. Banning Terra Blast makes Dragonite like a little more manageable. It's still not manageable. It's still going to like turn into a billion different things and just frustrating. Okay. Anyway, though. Do you think you'll be checking out Champions OU? Probably not for, I mean, I'm gonna see how the dust settles, right? Like everyone kind of hops on these like hype trains, and I'm not saying that's bad. Like, you know, like Blender Aim, Moxie boosted, like whatever, like go for it. Like I'm glad to see them that they're, you know, having fun with it and like having like massive streams. Like Jimothy had like a massive like record breaking viewership stream. Like I got no problem with that, but as kind of a smaller growing channel, I'm gonna do what I've been doing, and I'm gonna see what happens with Champions. Like I'm gonna see if it becomes an actual primary metagame that people want to switch to, or if it's going to just stay with OU. I want to play where people are and where it's most competitive and where there's more interest. But I don't want to just be like flip flopping around. Like when Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl came out, like people were hyped about that for like 2 weeks and then it totally died. So yeah. Do you think Volcarona should return if Terra Blast gets banned? No, I really don't. Volcarona is so problematic on its own. I think Volcarona does not need Terra Blast to be broken, personally. Anyway, though, tiering stuff, yeah. So yeah, we'll move to Champions if that's the direction things are going. I want to play the most relevant competitive metagames. I don't want to just be bouncing around on hype trains. Yeah, I know it's an official ladder. So was Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and then it got shut down. Being an official ladder doesn't mean it is the place to be, you know? Okay, so that in mind, I think we've discussed all the big things. Now let's talk about Regidrago. I think we're ready to get into it. This set seems terrible. We're totally not going to use Scope Lens. I think Scope Lens in general is kind of a noob trap. A lot of people running like, oh, I can critical hit Dracos, or I can critical hit Overheats, or I can critical hit, I don't know, pretty much just those two. And it's not good. I don't think it's good. So yeah, let's now address some other sets. So the first thing I want to address is the choice spec set. This is one a lot of people like. Super greedy, Dragon Energy, right? This kind of stuff. So obviously super powerful, right? Like, I mean, like let's pull up a calc here. Oh, monotype. That's funny. Yeah. So just to give you an idea of how powerful this is, like you're absolutely shattering Blissey. You're absolutely destroying Blissey here. I mean, you are, yeah, like even like I think Chansey is even like, not that that's much of a thing these days, but yeah, you're doing like 55 minimum to play, and that's not even modest, that's timid. So obviously Specs is crazy powerful. Here's the problem. They Terra Fairy literally anything, and now you don't do any damage anymore. So yeah, Regidrago is just, it's not a real breaker, basically. It's like it's a super fake breaker, because it's like you're putting this slow Pokemon on your team with no defensive utility. The only thing it's there to do is break. And it doesn't break if your opponent has any fairy type. Now, some people try to handle this. They're like, oh, well, maybe if I don't run. Here's the thing. You kind of need Terra Dragon to make this, like, worth it. I feel like maybe this is viable. But I kind of doubt it. It's slow. It's still slow. It's slow. It's not that bulky. Very little defensive utility. And also, like, your Terra Blast, like, if your opponent Terra Fairies, they're like Toxapex or whatever, they can eat a Specs Terra Blast, but like, they're not going to love it. They'll take like 70. But that's kind of 0 to a Toxapex. That's 0. So like, it's just, this feels to me like a fake breaker. Like, maybe someone could make this work. Dragon Energy Terra Blast, like Draco. You know, like, this probably would be this kind of set. But I really doubt it. I just think there are much stronger breakers. Like, you could have a Goldengo with like Metal Coat Make It Rain instead of this. That doesn't, like, nothing's immune to steel, and it's similarly like an absolute nuke. Not the same level of nuke, but this thing has to basically Terra to do what it's supposed to do, and even then, they're like, Wellspring exists. Every time you think about a breaker, be like, can I justify this when Wellspring is around? And the answer, I think, in the case of something like this, is just kind of no. There's also Specs Raging Bolt, which doesn't have to Terra either. That can blow up fairies with electric moves, and its Draco is obviously a lot weaker, but, you know, it can pivot on stuff like Blissey to wear it down. So it's actually a pretty effective stall breaker if you get the plays right. So, does Regidrago got agility? I don't think so. Yeah, no. I mean, we can look through this thing's moves quickly just to kind of give you an idea. It's lack coverage. So yeah, it doesn't have like lack of coverage in the same way Regilecky does. It's not that bad, but it's pretty bad. Yeah, so it's like Ancient Power, Body Slam, Crunch, yeah, Dragapulse, whatever. Earth Power, Earthquake. They got Explosion. Fire Fang's kind of nice. Hammer Arm's not helpful. So you see, like, nothing here that's going to be hitting fairies. Get Scale Shot, so it can do like loaded dice stuff. So yeah, Specs I think is bad. What are the other sets to it? A Band is bad for the same reasons. It's just like clicking Outrage and Dragon Pulse. And, like, I guess you get like Earthquake, so you can. It's bad. It's also bad. So then there's the Dragon Dance sets, which I think are potentially viable. Like, I've actually had fun with this. So they run like Outrage, Explosion, Fire Fangs. The idea is that you pair this with Pokemon that like fairies being dead. Like, you pair this with a Dragonite. You pair this with a even like a DD Pult. Like, you pair this with like, you know, like sub DD, that kind of thing, and you can explode. Like, you +1, like, you can kill. You know, Clefable, you can kill, I think you kill Weezing, or you don't kill it, you get really close, though. It takes a ton of damage. Or maybe you do. Like, let's run a calc here. 31. Weezing, Galar. Explosion. Maybe you do. Yeah, you have a chance to, it looks like. Yeah, pretty good chance. So yeah, 50% chance to just one shot. So basically, this is like the fairy killer is the idea. And if you don't face a fairy, it's like, okay, sick. You can just absolutely fry a bunch of stuff with Outrage. So that's kind of fun. And then, you know, there are other Dragon Dance sets that I think are potentially viable, like, you know, like, I think Terra Fire potentially with, you know, like sub DD Fire Fang. Outrage could be maybe a thing with some defensive investment, you know, to kind of try to like take advantage of that crazy HP stat, kind of like a Mola investment sort of situation. So yeah, there are some sets with DD I could maybe see working. I could maybe see this putting some numbers up on like a Veil team. It does have, like, there are some things it can do that are good. I wonder if this can like tank hit. Like, can this take like a Petron Malignant Chain behind a sub? That would be a good calc to see. Petron, oh, probably not. Oh, yo, actually that changed it. Calcaton. Yeah, so it actually like looks like it can. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that made it way more bulky. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, investing in a super low stat like that. So yeah, like something like this could maybe actually work and be kind of effective as a sweeper. Kind of like the same thing like Dragonite does. But yeah, someone else said they ran it alongside SD Chomp. Yeah, it's kind of a similar idea, Regidrago. So, and then there's also like, there's Scale Shot, or excuse me, typing that in the item slot. There's Loaded Dice, there's Scale Shot. So there are things you can do. There are other sets that are potentially, and you probably run Adamant on the Scale Shot one. So there are some sets. DD may be viable, but today we're trying the most popular set, which I think DD is probably best, but I've tried DD before and I want to try something else. So today what we're trying is Scarf. And I'll explain the set. We're going Dragon Energy, obviously, 150 base, it's like Water Spout, Dragon type. You have to run Dragon Energy, especially on a Scarf set. We're going Draco for sure. Really no question about that. Earth Power, just kind of nice to have something to hit fairies. If you look at it's not doing a ton, but you'll do a good chunk to Weezing, you'll do a good chunk to Ival, do a little bit to Clefable, right? Is Fire Fang efficient enough to win a 1v1 against Rocky Helm full def Corv at +1? No. Not if Corv's ID. If not, you can use the Corv as setup fodder if it's not ID, but if it's Iron Defense, yeah, you're not winning that. Can you force out a fairy with a eject pack pivot? Are you talking about a red card? You can't. Eject pack forces you out when you switch a move that lowers your attack. So, but no, that's not the plan. So this is where things kind of go awry. If we look at the usage stats for Regidrago here, filtering for 1500. You'll look here and you'll see Terra Blast on 44% of these. This is something I take issue with. And this is like, I know every time I do a stream, there's at least one question I'm going to be getting in chat the entire time. This is the question I think I'm going to be getting today. So let's talk about this. Like probably Steel, I think is more popular. Why not run Terra Blast? Think across, why not run Terra Blast? Because look, you can't touch fairies. Here are all the fairies. Most of them are weak to steel, all of them except Primarina. Wouldn't it be good to be able to hit those fairies? No. I mean, it would, but I don't think that's the direction we go in. So to kind of just explain the rationale here. It's similar to what I explained with low kicks. I will often talk about low kicks. I'll go on rants about this Pokemon so often because people want low kicks to be consistent. This is what it does. It clicks super powerful first impressions. This is what it's good at. Bandit or like Silver Powder, but probably mostly Bandit. This smokes offensive teams. This absolutely destroys offensive teams. And it does that really, really well. It's really good at that. Okay? So what happens when you say, well, low kicks isn't consistent though. It's not reliable. It's not reliable. So let's what if instead of Terra Bug we put on Terra Fire so it doesn't get hit by zap, it doesn't get flame bodied. Or what if we keep Terra Bug but we go Protective Pads and lose that boost? I've seen so many people do this with low kicks. Right? If I look at low kicks, I've seen, and it's not a ton, but people get this idea. Like look at this. Boots, come on. Insect Plates, Expert Bell. Like, what are we doing? Okay, I guess nobody's running pads, but yeah, people do this with boots. And they run like Terra. Like you see Bug and Dark, but like, actually nobody's. I'm proud. Who's running? Is Terra Blast Ice? That's ridiculous. Anyway, though, I've seen people talk about this a lot whenever I build low kicks. They try to water down. Yeah, Drago does not get Flash Cannon. I wish. Oh my gosh, that'd be huge. But yeah, it just doesn't work when you try to water down your low kicks. So the best way to play low kicks, which I say every time we use this, put that band on, put that Terra Bug on, and accept that when you face a Moltres team, your low kicks just isn't going to be all that game. build a team that's going to be better. Now Drago's a little bit of a different situation, I'll admit. It's not just like, it's not low kick situation where like 1 in 4 games your low kicks is bad. It's going to be more like 80% of games there's a fairy type and you can't touch it, which is sucks. Obviously that's really bad. I really wish Drago had a pivoting move. Like flip turn would be huge for this, because it could you could like fish for fairies coming in instead of just kind of what we were going to have to do, which is probably a lot of hard switching. But yeah, this is the idea. It's kind of like we're not going to water it down. We're going to make Regidrago good at the one thing it does. If you try to put like Terra Blast Steel on here, it's not going to be as powerful when it can click Dragon Energy. And you're not going to be killing fairies. Like they just switch out and now you're locked into Terra Blast Steel. Like I don't think Terra Blast Steel is worth it. I don't think it works. I think let's make Regidrago powerful, strong, and good at the one thing it can really do, which is click powerful dragon moves. And let's make that happen. Let's make that happen. So, it's kind of like that Mean Girls quote, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's never going to happen. Stop trying to make Regidrago kill fairy types. It's never going to happen unless it clicks explosion and takes itself out in the process. So that's the approach. We're going all in on spamming powerful dragon moves. So as far as the last move slot, I'm not entirely sure what we go with. I could see going for like explosion just for some, some power. I could see Dragon Pulse just so we don't have to click Draco, but like that doesn't feel great, but like maybe that's the approach. I could see going Terra Blast, just to have like a general, we'll still run Dragon, but like I could see running Terra Blast just so we have like a decently strong neutral stab that can hit most stuff. What else? Like we could throw on like Hammer Arm to smoke a King Gambit that doesn't see it coming. Could be funny. Could run Ancient Power so we can hit an Amorous, because right now this can't hit an Amorous at all. I don't know. So it's like, it doesn't really matter. We're going to be clicking like Dragon Energy and Draco most of the time, I think. Does non-Terra Dragon even 2-hit KO like IDK King Gambit? I don't know. Like let's check it out. We do have to go Timid, by the way. Okay, Septilight, sure, that's fine. You actually do, if it's max HP. But obviously, like, you don't actually, because it can Sucker Punch and weaken your Dragon Energy, but it's the idea. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about Explosion. Because I want to go with the minus attack nature. So... Dragon Breath for Parafishing. That's wild. Let's go... Ancient Power. Let's go Ancient Power, and we'll see if we want Dragon Pulse. Well, what's the NAM usage, really? At the ELO we're at, we're going to be facing people probably in this range. And NAM, that's like 6%. That's not that much, but we're going to see like a billion of them. Reflect, like, honestly, Reflect is not even like a horrible idea. Like, I could see just throwing on like a screen. Yeah, also some people discussing Doom Desire. I don't think that's the move. Like, Regidrago plus Doom Desire, it's a funny idea. I don't think it's a good idea, though. Like, it's definitely something to always keep in mind. But let's go Dragon Pulse. No, I'll go Ancient Power. We'll see. It's probably not going to matter. I'm spending too much time on this. But yeah, 284, really important speed tier. You got to outspeed Dragapult. If you go modest, trust me, I get it. I'm greedy too, but like you have to go timid on these guys. It's just not a good idea otherwise. So why are we using this? What does it do? What is it good against? So let's open this up. So why? Well, one is matchup fishing. Not every team has a fairy type. You face a team without a fairy type, they basically have to Terra Fairy something, which is a good situation for you. It won't work. Jirachi has no pivot. It does. It has U-turn, but it's just like not that good anyway. Like it's like here's the situation. Here's the problem with Doom Desire Rachi, which by the way, I think Doom Desire is viable on Rachi. I don't think it's like a trash set. I don't think Drago is like the best Pokemon to take advantage of it though. Because it's just like, you know, you set up Doom Desire, you've got to somehow, Jirachi's a fast Pokemon, right? 100 base speed. You're not going to be slow pivoting. You don't have regen. So, you know, with your Jirachi, you're probably going to be like U-turn. You could U-turn into an eject button. You bring in Regidrago, and then you click your, you know, your dragon move. But it's like, they might just have a Gliscor clicking protect. Jirachi gets U-turn? Yes, it does. It's like, and it's like you're doing all this setup, you're doing all this work just to get like one kill, like this whole like Doom Desire shenanigans. It's like you could have just gone into a Wellspring and clicked Sword Stance, but instead you're doing all this work. So it's just not really worth it. I don't think. We could try it. We could try Doom Desire. It's a possibility, but I don't think it's the best move. So matchup fishing is one thing. It is good speed control. Like it shuts down a lot of frustrating Pokemon. What else does it do? I mean, kind of forces switches a lot. So yeah, I know Protect doesn't block Doom Desire, but it blocks the Regidrago hit. So they can just go into Gliscor, Protect, take like what? How much from the Doom Desire? Take like 40 after Poison Heal. That damage is effectively 0, and then they switch out to their Fairy type next turn. Like, you know, Protect Gliscor is gonna pretty much end that strategy. Forces switches. That's kind of, it doesn't break. It's not, let's get this straight. It is not a breaker. Scarf Regidrago, not a breaker. Specs Regidrago, also not a breaker, for the record. A bit of a controversial opinion, but offensively checks Wellspring. Sort of. But then it's also like, well, not really, because you don't really want to be taking damage, because then your Dragon Energy sucks. Thoughts on Specs Dragon Energy for stall breaking? It doesn't break stall. There's this Terra mechanic that's been in this generation, and people can turn into fairy type. Things can turn into fairies. Also, they just have wheezing, so it's like, yeah, no. And also, you have 8 PP. Everything's clicking protect. There's the Corviknights running around. You have to get a really good matchup for your Specs Regidrago to actually go and break a stall team. It's just not going to. You have to have like a stall team that's like only wheezing and no Terra Fairy Pokemon, and then like if you get your Earth power predictions right like every time, because I don't think you kill with one, then maybe you're okay. It's brutal. It's not good. It's not even gonna break stall. So which is why I don't want to go with that. I don't want to go with the spec set because it's like a breaker it's like a quote breaker that can't break. Bognoir with the £2 donation saying got Master Ball rank with Orthworm and Champions W. Congratulations. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. If someone says, Pinka, I have a hangover, I'd suggest drink a lot of water. Take a nap if you can. Would ring target plus trick support work? Okay, let's address cheese. Let's make a section for cheese. That we won't do. Terra Blast. Doom Desire. Ring Target. something else I was thinking. Specs in general. Okay. So it says thoughts on eject button, insane momentum, reliability. I think eject button's fantastic. Great item. Huge fan of it. What's the leverage you see in it for using Scarf Regidrago? Am I wrong, or is Regidrago good against Sun offense? You're wrong. Sun offense has Hatterene. If the Hatterene dies, then you're kind of in business, but like you also still get outsped by Booster Speed Tusk, any Chlorophyll Pokemon, Booster Wake. So it's like, it's not that great. So what we're going to try to do, so here's the goal. The goal is to, because I'm trying to make this consistent. I want to believe that Scarf Regidrago actually has a place in this tier. I'm not just here to like try to cheese stuff and like get a couple funny wins with Regidrago. There are some streams I come into that I'm like, let's see if we can make something funny happen. It's very rare. Generally, I'm in here to make things really happen. Like the Clam Pearl stream, I didn't really believe in that. This one, I mean, I often don't believe in the things I try to do, but I think there's a chance. And that's what we're going to try to get today, is we're going to try to get that chance. So we want to build an actual viable team that utilizes Regidrago as speed control and offensive pressure. So somebody asking, why is Terra Blast cheese? Because it doesn't kill fairies. It's like putting protective pads or boots on your low kicks to make it better against like certain matchups. It's just the one thing Regidrago can do is click powerful dragon moves. If you try to like give it a Terra Blast and like act like it's going to get past fairies, you have to get so many reads right. Like being locked into Terra Blast Steel is god awful. You notice why literally nothing else runs Terra Blast Steel other than Regidrago? It's because it's not a good offensive type. Like, I mean, it's not horrible. Like, it has no immunities, which is good. So, like, obviously, like, Bullet Punch can be nice. Terra Steel, Goldengo, Make It Rain can be nice, but that's more about the base power. Steel, generally, there are a lot of Pokemon that resist Steel. When you're locked into a weak Steel move, that sucks. So, and you don't kill fairies with Terra Blast Steel. So you have to predict, like, usually twice, some once, like Ival will die. You have to usually predict several times. And if you face something like a Terra Fairy Regen Mon, you just, like, it's going to switch in forever. Failed Boy Genius with a £2 donation saying, I'm going to need that yawn on a soundboard soon. Pink. Did I yawn? I didn't realize. I'm locked in, but appreciate the donation nonetheless. Thank you. So yeah, it's just bad. Like you usually 2-hit KO fairy. So what you have to do is you have to bring in Regidrago, Terra Steel, hit the fairy. It's still alive. Then you have to switch out Regidrago because they're probably going to switch into something that counter the Terra Steel, bring Drago in again, and predict it correctly again. And also, your opponent could just like sack something to the Dragon move and then just go into their fairy and heal it up. So it's like, it's bad. It's super bad. It's terrible. Okay. No, there's a lot of look, Vivek, I understand that we got to get to the building, but I think Regidrago is a Pokemon that needs explanation because people are going to be questioning in chat the entire time if I don't go on this huge rant. Like I know, and I mean it's still gonna happen, right? Like I know we're gonna be in games and someone's like, you need to add Terra Blast. And I'm like, ugh. So, but anyway, at least for the people watching the VOD and for the people that hang around for the long haul in these lives, they will understand why we're not doing this. So let's talk about what Regidrago needs. What does it need? So probably good hazard control, right? This Pokemon, obviously it wants to be, it's first of all, it's just weak to hazards, right? It's taking T-spikes, full from rocks, full from spikes. It's not good. Hazards are not good. So we probably want pretty solid hazard control. So, that's going to mean stuff like, Cinder, Mouse, Tusk, Treads, Hats, Glamora. Potentially some more kind of create. I mean, we can add in Corv in there, I guess. We can add in some other rapid spinners if we want to like get creative with it. Like honestly, never mind. No, these are so bad. Like Tentacruel can't. I mean, it did work. Good on that. Good on that one team, but is Scarf Drago still slower than Pult? It is not, thankfully. Someone said, Pinka, should Specs Iron Crown be used on this? That is one I've been thinking about. IDK No 3, good job. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. Yeah, I definitely was thinking Specs Crown would be a good possibility. So what Regidrago needs, good hazard control, solid switch-ins to all the fairy types, because we're going to be letting a lot of fairy types in, unfortunately, is what it is. I've never heard Drago and OU without hat. Yeah, I mean, I think if we filter for Regidrago, actually, I think it's not, I think hat is not like even, yeah, it's up there, but it's not, what is this team, dude? I wonder if we filter for 1825, if we'll, like, what we'll see. We see no Hatterene even appear, because it's this one, I guess there's a team that runs Regidrago that's like Gold, Scizor, Tinglu, Weezing, Dragonite, Regi. That seemed bad, but okay. Yeah. G-Weez. Yeah, oh, right. How could I forget G-Weez? Corv. Pretty good against fairies, too. So yeah, solid switch-ins to all fairy types. Regidrago is going to be letting in fairies. Just say number 3, not no 3. I mean, the name is like a bunch of acronyms and symbols. I have no idea what the intent behind it is. Like IDKNO3/G4W doesn't exactly instantly, you know, evoke meaning, I guess I would say. But like, not that it's a bad name, but it's just like I don't know what you're going for there, so I just try to read out the sounds. Yeah, this is Munch Stats, is the website. I should start linking that in the streams, actually. Solid switch-ins. Do we need pivots? I don't know, honestly. I don't know. We need, okay, another thing we need is a breaker to take advantage of fairies entering. That's another thing we need. Regidrago, Corviknight, Glowking work here? No. Maybe. Maybe. So yeah, these are some of the things we need. And then we also obviously just need like the general things that are good for a team. So my inclination on this is, I think, the place we start. Breaker to take advantage of fairies entering. My thought process was that we go Specs Crown. And then, oh yeah, there's another thing I should add to this list before we get into it, is potentially Wish support. I could definitely see an Alo being good here. And it would be Alo. Like, that's by far the best Wish Pokemon. Just because, obviously, healing up with Dragon Energy is nice. So, there are a few options that are, you know, good at breaking fairies, like Specs Moth. I guess we can kind of like breaker options. We can write some stuff down. Breaker options. So there's Specs Crown. There's Specs Moth. There's Specs / Metal Coat Goldango. Ceruledge, a nice pick for abusing G-Weezing. GW's plus split F Corv. Synergize as well. Reliable answers to fairies. I do like the idea of that core. That's potentially good. Ideas, yeah. Def Corv. We got 50 gifted memberships. Incredible generosity there from Depresso Clinical. If you want to say anything in chat, please say it. I'll do my best to spot it and read it out. But yeah, thank you very much. That is incredibly generous. A lot of people getting gifted memberships in chat. Amazing stuff. Thank you so much for the support. And I hope you're enjoying the stream. All right. Yeah, we got some people. Thanks for the membership. Awesome. So yeah, Hatterene is something I'm definitely considering as well. How to turn on gifted. I don't know, honestly. I'm not sure. Can I have a membership to my own channel? I wonder. I don't know. That'd be funny to figure out. Drago can do pretty good damage to steals, actually. Don't run Fizz Def GWs. I'm going to if I run it. Like, that's the best set. Oh yeah, and of course, as always, do remember to like the stream if you're enjoying. Okay, so, and actually, I do think I built a Regidrago team that kind of looks like this a while ago. I want to see if I can spot it. Okay, it looks like it got deleted because I'm... Oh no, here it is, here it is, here it is. So there are a couple. I think this was... I tried to fix this. So just to give you an idea of what we were kind of working with last time. And I think what this team really lacked was a powerful breaker. And I think I tried to add that on. Pinka, you aren't a member? I don't think I... Can you be a member to your own channel? I'm not sure. I don't know. But okay, yeah, so I tried to fix it, and this was... And I did go... I think I went with... Yeah, so I did go with the Specs Crown. And I added some eject. So this seems like what we're trying to go for, but I made the mistake. I made the mistake of going Terra Blast. So that's what we're going to try to fix this time. And I feel like this Dark Ride does not fit. But this is the kind of team I sort of envision. So we can try to copy that for inspiration. If Drago got U-turn and Flash Cannon, it would be OU. Maybe. Maybe. It would be a lot better. It would be a lot better. So yeah, let's talk about this, like kind of what's going to take advantage. What's going to take advantage of certain threats switching in. So it's going to be, yeah, the specs, there's, so what did someone mention? Volcanion? Not really. It's not that strong of a, I'm not a huge specs Volk fan. I mean, I guess we can include it because if we're already going to have good hazard control, that could help it. That could help it. So yeah, Specs Moth, Specs Crown, Heatran. Yep, saw Heatran. That's an idea. What else? Poison. Any poison types that I've missed? Not really. Poison types aren't kind of known for their breaking prowess. Still, I don't think there are any steel types. Steel types are also not known for their breaking prowess. So I think we've got a pretty good idea down that we want to do one of those things. Hashtag add Salandit. Hashtag no. I'm not doing that. Yeah, I don't think there are any other breakers that are really jumping out at me. Why would we want Salandit? It's a joke. I did an April Fool's Day video recently. Salandit is not good. They're just joking around. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't think of really anything else. I think those are our choices. I don't know why I'm gravitating toward Crown over... I mean, it's a good stall breaker, but like so is Metal Coat Gold. I guess just the pivoting. I probably like the pivoting. Wow. Not a fan of Focus Blast. I'm thinking like Psy Noise, Psy Shock, Volt Switch, Tachyon. If we go with that, that's the best set for breaking stall, I would say. Mm-hmm. Just me or stream lagging? I don't think I'm having any connection issues, but let me know. Nasty Plot Petron for real, for real. Ugh, I don't know about that. But yeah. So potential support. Yeah, so we just want to have a team that's good against fairies, generally. Kind of take advantage of them. So I could see like Petrarunt, Glow King, Giwis, Corv, that kind of stuff. Maybe even like an AV Pax. Can be kind of scary at times. Okay. Apparently it's lagging for multiple people. That's weird. Okay, let me know if it continues. Okay, so maybe we ignoring the CV Metagross Nation. Yeah, I am. If we were to go this angle, this feels like bad. So we get rid of the Rye. This feels like the kind of model I could see working. Got the double removal, got the Molo, but I think this generally works well. No Ghost Resist here. Team still is super weak to Wellspring. I do like the eject buttons. I think that fits well. I think the eject buttons are nice. I do wonder if Mola is the right move, though. Apparently Champions nerfed Make It Rain to 95 accuracy. I hate that nerf. Oh my god. That's... Oh. I hate accuracy balancing so much. That's the worst. I can see maybe a Petron here being potentially a better play. What was your very first Pokemon game you played? Black and White. So yeah, something like this, I think, is the vision. Instead of Molago Clef, maybe. Why? Walk me through that one. I mean, these teams need speed. That's what they both need. It's also like, I think Drago needs to be on a balanced team. I think it does. They made first impression 100 BP. Low kick's about to be going crazy. My friend used AV, Allo, Ace, Z Gold build. This is OU. FDH. Yeah, I know Petron does not help against ghost types. I do know that. Yeah, very, very ghost weak, true. So this team would need to have, like, it would need to be a dark last, but then, you know, then we come into the speed issue. So that basically requires that it be like a rye. So it would kind of have to go back to that, which is sort of frustrating. Let's make this dragon so nobody gets it twisted what we're about here. Go a hat, Cinder, Lando type of route. Yeah, that's another approach, but I don't think that's going to work. I think that team's going to be too fast-paced for Drago, too offensive. We go like we go the Lando route. It's just not going to, the team's not going to stick around long enough. CB or Elo Scizor over Crown. No, Scizor is super easy to switch into. That's the problem, right? We need to be like, oh, we double as your Clefable came in, and now we get a kill. We don't want to be like, oh, we doubled as your Clefable came in, and now you have to go into Corviknight, and in 3 to 4 business days, we'll have made progress with the Scizor. Crown is a breaker. Scizor is not a breaker. So that's why we didn't add it to the list. You have a Scarf Drago speed. That is true. Why did I not realize that? I'm being stupid. That is like the one thing it does is speed. Thank you. I just like, my brain over here is just like not even acting like Drago is a real Pokemon. So, okay, let's try a patch and an Allo version, and let's just kind of like, let's make a we lose to list. Or we could have both. I mean, who knows? We lose, could be AV Allo here. Could actually, sounds like kind of fire. We lose 2. What do we lose to? Okay. Cinder, kinda. How much is Tusk? We got like helmet offensive. Could probably make that bulky, maybe. See how we feel. Has the move Bide ever been used competitively? I don't think so. Cinder, kinda. Ghosts. Ooh, special attackers. DD Knight, kinda. Not great. Looking like an AV Mole honestly might be good here. Garg is annoying. Yeah, Garg is actually super annoying here. This would be so much easier if our Chaladon was still OU. Like maybe, probably not. I don't think our Chaladon's the best partner for Regidrago. Yeah. Gliscor. Kind of frustrating. Raging Bolt is not fun. Yeah, it seems like the approach here would just be an AV Mola. Fits pretty well. Works well with Petrunt. Does what we need. This would probably be helmet defensive. We could probably go leftovers so the Garg matchup isn't like devastating. Bide has been used, but it was banned and unbalanced in Gen 1. That's hilarious. I didn't know it got banned in Gen 1. Where's the priority? Very true. We don't have it. This team sucks. Yeah. That's what we're missing. Yeah, no Prio in Gen 9 OU. That's a one-way ticket to your team being pretty garbage. Like we could, it's like Aqua Jet, but it's not that strong, and our team's not that fast. That's something, but I don't think it's enough. Ground, yeah. Oh, geez, how did I miss that? Yeah, ground types absolutely demolish this team. That is not acceptable at all. Somehow Olo returned. That's fine. Gets fried by NP Psyshock Goldengo. Like, it actually doesn't. Yeah. No, Mola's switching in on that fine. Yeah, but the no ground immunity plus 2 weaknesses and no resist is really bad. I mean, like, Core of Overpetron, kinda. Does that work? Gets rid of our T-Spike Absorber, but I think that's sort of okay with this team. We've got good answers for Glamora and good switch into Toxapex. Wellspring becomes too much of an issue. Replace Patch with Mandibuzz. I mean, look, sometimes it's a good Pokemon. Usually it's not, but maybe this is one of those teams. Mandibuzz actually doesn't look terrible here. It doesn't look terrible here. Yeah, not a bad idea. Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. Go HDB. We'll go prevents other Pokemon from lowering its defense. Yeah, probably want to go Overcoat. Roost Foul Play for sure. Thinking like knock U-turn, probably. We don't have knockoff user, so actually, yeah, Mola doesn't get it in this format. So yeah, knock. Let's try this. I get the Iron Defense. I get the calls for Iron Defense. I just don't think we can really afford it here. I think we need knockoff, and we want it to be a pivot. So, okay, let's make sure this outspeeds King Gambit. 218. No, 219, right? Yeah. Yeah, we'll just go with this. What Terra? I mean, like, we can go, like, Fairy. Seems fine. Like, let's maybe go... I want to go with a Wellspring resistant Terra type. I think we should be fine, right? Should be. How much is Mandibuzz taking? Mandibuzz, how are you doing? Okay, that's how much do we need to like guaranteed live this? Okay, I think we go for outspeeding, not Jolly Gambit. I think we just go for outspeeding Adamant Gambit. I think we need more defense. Okay, so that's cool. So we do, and we super kill. Does it need defog with Hat and Tusk? I don't think so. If you run Outrage, you OHKO no bulk Wellspring. There's no way that's true. There's no way that's true. Yeah, not even close. Unless you're talking about, I mean, 31 attack. I'll give you that. But yeah, unless you're talking about fully investing, on a scarf set, like being like, I know we're a special attacker, but what? Yeah, like even then you don't. You need adamant. No, this is terrible. Okay. Why did we go 4 HP on this? Just gonna make it take more hazards. Why did I go minus defense? That's weird. Must have used to had outrage on this or something. Oh, let's try this. Nuzzle English. Let's go psychic noise. What? Let's go steel. Steel, sure, fairy. Specs, Terra, steel, yep. And then Avimol will go, yeah, mirror coat, flip turn, and probably will play rough last. Seems good. Play rough Terra fairy is kind of a classic on this. I think that works well. Okay, and we'll go just the usual minimum speed. I don't think we need to go like level 99 or anything. We're not that desperate. I guess for the sake of optimization, we can make that female. For cute, charm, and amorous. Mandy, not good defogger. Agreed. You may notice we're not running defog on it. Yeah, if you want like a full explanation of why we're not using certain sets, go check the beginning of the stream and just kind of watch that for a bit. I went on a huge rant about all of it. Okay, let's give this a go. Let's remove this wellspring fries as titles. Let's positive self-talk can help teams out sometimes. Let's go let me just make sure I've got all the abilities down. Do we want to go offensive tusk or bulky tusk here? Like maybe we want bulky. Let's stick with offensive for now. Michael Cargo with the 2 SGD saying, can you put Mag Cargo on the screen for 5 seconds, please? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay. Hopefully you enjoyed that. All right, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break while this is searching, and then we're going to get right into it. All right, cool. Oh, hi, big fan. HF. Oh, yeah, I was getting some background footage and it was actually going well. So we're at a decent E-load today. Hat is missing 4 EVs. Also, I did just notice something about this team. Thank you for that, by the way. You never know when that'll come in handy. We'll go 8 speed. I think this team gets super smoked, I think, by Terra Fairy Dragonite. Unless I'm missing something. Yeah, no, we lose to Terra Fairy Dragonite. So we're going to probably, I don't know if we can change. We might have to go ID on Mandy. Maybe can swap something around to get knock off on Tusk. Maybe just go non-knock, but that feels kind of bad. All right, well, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, interesting. I think I want to just kick it off with Tusk into the Torkoal. And I like if we could just instantly get massive chip on the Hatterene, that'd be swell. So let's just start by seeing if we can do a ton of damage to Hatterene. With max Fizz Def, it's still going to take like 60. Okay, instant Terra flying. Okay, interesting. Going for the overheat. Tusk dies. Okay. That's not great, but it's not terrible. They don't have a Raging Bolt, which would have made that really bad. So it's actually not the worst. That overheat also, I think it might have been. Yeah, so that implies this does have some special attack investment, which is good to keep in mind as well. I think I just Tachyon Cutter here. We'll see what comes in. It's going to be Saraledge. Let's see how much we do. 1, 2. Okay, nothing crazy. We could Terra Steel here, I think, and take it out. I wonder if we can afford to do that. I mean, that would kill it, right? Based on the damage we just dealt. That would kill it. Venu, though, would come in, kind of wreck everything. How much is AV Mola doing to Venu? I mean, Drago, I guess, can come in and deal with that. I think it lives. No, you die after a single. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's not so good. I think we have to play super aggressively. Can Mandy like take on the Venu? No, foul play's not. I think we have to play super aggressively here because we're in a pretty bad spot. So I'm going to go for the Terra Steel for the kill, and we're just going to have to play this aggressively. It's going to have to be how it is. Mandibuzz against Venu. How much is what? Yeah, Weather Ball. Okay, we actually probably live, which is kind of surprising. I'm going to go hard Drago here. Hopefully a Weather Ball comes out. Okay, we do see the Weather Ball come out, so that's good. And I'm going to go into Crown here. This is the vision. This is the vision with this team, is that it forces switches, right? So now we can go for another big Tachyon Cutter and do some serious damage. I wonder if the Prio is, it's kind of feeling insufficient. Prio. Okay, so we're going to kill Hatterene. We're going to absolutely demolish Hatterene. That's good news. The easiest Mola of my life here. No question about it. Very much just going to be a flip turn. Okay, and this looks like, I think we just go into Crown here. I think we just go into Crown. Sun's running out, so it's Tachyon. Yeah. So the next time Venu comes in, we're staying in, and we're going to just hit it with a Tachyon Cutter. Okay. Interesting. I figure you've got to be Scarf to go into it like that. But I don't want to let you bulk up. Let's just go for the, yeah. So we don't want to, oh my gosh, it's super AV. Okay, that makes sense. Temper Flares can come off and kill us there. Fair enough. That's not that bad. We're kind of okay with that. We should be able to clean this game up with Drago as long as we don't like massively throw. So let me just think about how to make sure we don't massively throw. Go Mola here and flip turn. Seems like an okay start. Would rocks be bad? I don't think so. I don't think that would really matter. Okay. So I think we go into the Drago here because the Venu can't kill. Life Orb Sludge Bomb's not doing it, and we kill with Draco. Okay, Venu comes in. We click Draco Meteor. Okay, fine. I think this is still fine. I don't think we have anything to be worried about. I'm going to go into Hatterene here. We can sack this. Yeah, growth was pretty obvious there, but it's not really a problem. Sludge Bomb, that's fine. We can go... I'll go Mandy here and then switch to Mola. Yeah, and there's the Weather Ball. Cool. So we stalled a little bit. It should just be a Giga Drain coming out here, so I'm just going to flip turn. And I think we can now just go Mandibuzz and Foul Play. Get this thing super, super chipped. And then just finish it off with a Regidrago hit. Should be the play. So yeah, we had to get a little aggressive there with the reads, but turned out fine. We get poison, which just doesn't really matter. That's fine. Foul Play is going to bring Venusaur super low. That didn't do as much as I thought. Let's run a calc on that. Probably just IVs, I'm guessing, is what's off. There's no way it's like a bulky Venusaur. Yeah, so Dragon Energy should super kill here. So we don't, yeah, it's 100 base power, just so we don't have to risk missing. So it's going to be GG. I mean, hey, Regidrago did pretty well. Did what we wanted to do. We did have to get some reads, which I don't like to see. Like, I like to dominantly win games on matchup alone. So... yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do like the stream for that, though. If you enjoyed seeing Regidrago do well, I certainly did enjoy that, but I'm just not sure about this team. Thank you very much for the $2 donation from Lando Made the Beat, saying building and battling Tyranitar. Maybe at some point, I don't know, Tyranitar, like, it's kind of just an OU Pokemon. It runs spit up sets. We're probably going to do a Houndstone part 2 at some point, because CB Houndstone did really well for us, where we try like a sand kind of offense, and that'll have a Tyranitar on it, but I probably won't have a Tyranitar focused stream. Yeah. I don't know. Do we keep going after that? Doesn't Iron Treads cook this team? We have a Tusk, a Mandibuzz, and a Mola. If I'm losing to Iron Treads, like... I don't know. Like, put me out to pasture, I guess. We'd need ID and a different Terra type on Mandibuzz to not lose to Dragonite, is the problem. And I don't want to give up knockoff on Mandy. Let's do it, though. I don't want to have a team that I know is going to be bad, because we can't just be getting farmed by that every time we see it. Or the Terra type is fine, but we need ID. Okay, let's try this. Pinka, where is my GOAT, Hisui, and Zoroark team? Probably going to do that at some point. What are we facing, dude? What is this? Okay, and they're 18-20, so okay, I guess we got to respect it. The plan is Crown. Crown's looking good here. I think I want to go... Do we want to go Helmet now? We still have to keep that. Crown looks good here. Mola looks good. Got to be careful about the hazard situation, of course. Tusk actually looks not bad at all. This is just a really awkward matchup, though. Like, I don't really know what my opponent's going for. I don't understand their team at all. I think we can kick it off with Crown. Is fine. Okay, like this is okay. I'm not too worried about this because I think we can just Volt Switch. But T-Spike going up is super bad. I think like, do we have to go Boots on Tusk? But then Glamour is like disastrous. We can start off with a Volt Switch. Let's go into Mola. It's going to be an Ice Beam. Does 0 damage, as one would expect. I guess we flip turn. I hope they don't, and they just went Glamour, which makes sense. But okay, we drag out Crown, so at least that's good. That Volt Switch, let's check that damage on Gudra. Yeah, so our Tusk is going to have to get poisoned now to come in, so I think we do have to go... I think we do have to go HDB on Tusk, I'm afraid. But I'm definitely worried about the Garg situation. Wish we had like a poison type. I wish we had a Petron, but like I just don't think it works. I don't think it can fit. Is this the first recorded incident of the reverse stream snipe? I don't know what you're talking about. This is not like a super good matchup for me at all. Okay. We got lucky with Crown getting dragged out, though. So the Volt Switch did 6, so this is just, it's a super, it's like a full-on Assault Vest Gudra. There's no Wish, though, so, like... Yeah, T-Spike is so bad for this team. Oh my god. I think there's nothing I can do except just click Tachyon Cutter here. Like, we gotta... Oh my god, dude, that did 0. Start the slow, painful process of chipping this thing down. I've seen people say Knock is an Assassin team similar to what you say about Prio. Thoughts? Yeah, kind of is. So I'm not liking this team. I have several significant issues with it. But it's just, I don't know what to... I feel like maybe like the Hatterene could be replaced by a Petron, potentially. I feel like the Hatterene's not doing anything essential here. But, except the hazard control, which is kind of a big deal. Okay, let's see what they want to do. Knock off, yeah, fair enough. I'll click a U-turn here. Okay, we got the gold coming in. Everything on our team's getting poisoned, so this is just like, we're so smoked. I'm gonna go into Tusk here, and we can try to click Stealth Rock, but yeah, we have no way to remove, and they have a Houndstone, which is like gonna block us forever, so not looking so good. Everything, like, yeah, literally our entire team other than Mandy and Crown gets poisoned. Poltergeist fails, cool. I'll U-turn here. Okay, we get the Glamorian. The plan is Iron Crown. That is the only thing we have here that can have a chance of making progress. So we're just going to keep on clicking away. And it's, I mean, it's kind of working. It's not like, we're not making rapid progress, but we're getting there. I'm going to go Crown. I'm expecting the Houndstone to come in here. Okay, cool. That's going well. Tachyon does not kill, but if we Terra Steel, it does. So I think we go for the Terra Steel. I think it's time. Okay, we're getting Gudra. I mean, it's happening. It's slowly but surely. We're making it happen. Let's go for Roost this time. Okay. U-turn, I guess. It's going to be a Tusk Headlong. Like, let's see what Terra you are, Gold. Flying, that's not good. I was hoping it would not be that. Oh well. Mandiba's U-turn did 2. Oh, because there's a guy in chat giving you unfair info on his team. I have not been checking chat. Other than, well, I look a little bit, but I haven't seen anybody revealing sets. But yeah, getting info on teams is not the same as stream sniping. Stream sniping is either like deliberate counter teaming or like watching the plays and actually clicking the move that counters them. So let's see. Mandiba's U-turn when this was not Terra. Okay, which we're not going to be able to see. Let's just give it +2 defense to make that kind of equivalent. Did 2. Yes, this is probably bulky gold. So if you're max HP, how much can our Crown do? Oh, if you're max HP, you still die. Almost certainly. Sick. Please don't be a Spadef Goldengo for some reason. Tachyon Cutter time. Oh, sick. Yeah, no, you super dropped. Okay, epic. Aatrox comes in. Yeah, this is gonna not be so good for us. Let's go Mandy. Oh, Sacred Sword. Okay, sick. I was worried they'd start stacking up spikes. I'm really happy they decided not to do that for some reason. U-turn comes off. We don't really have any info on this. I don't really want to get smoked. Okay, no, we see leftovers come out. So I can probably just kill you with Tachyon Cutter. Maybe. I think I want to Volt Switch into Mola and then flip turn. Okay, they're going to go into Gudra. Fine. Go into this and... I'll foul play here. I think they're going to stay in. Okay, cool. Gudra's down. This is kind of going well, somehow. No, chat didn't bully me into running ID. I didn't want to lose to Dragonite. Okay, Glamora enters. Yeah, I mean, we really don't want... I think we go Crown on this. We don't want... Okay. Why are you running Spikes Glamora with an H-Rod? Like, what is this? It's the weirdest team ever, dude. Let's go, let's go Mandibuzz. Okay, rate that. Well, I didn't like that. We have a chance to die now. Mola, I suppose. Okay, that's annoying. Let's play rough here. I think they're going to keep attacking, is my guess. So we can get a huge... If we can hit this play rough, that would be massive. Because then we just kind of win. Okay, sick. Mola, good job. We'll Aqua Jet on the way out. Good job, Mola. Mandy, how much do you do with a U-turn? Chance to kill. Let's go for that. Okay, staying attacking. I respect that. You should now lose to Iron Crown. Should be game. Max HP, like, you're not Spadef. Nobody runs that. That's not a set. Yeah. Okay. I mean, we figured it out. This was a weird team, but we figured it out. I don't think, I feel like our team sucks. Like, I mean, I know we've won 2 games, but like this team just does not feel good at all. Like, I feel like we need like a physical breaker. Like, I don't like that we have nothing to hit. I mean, we have like a Tusk, but like, ugh. What does Overcoat do? It prevents like Stun Spore and some random stuff. Like, what does Big Pex do? I mean, I guess it would have helped in that situation. Well, maybe. Yeah, like, we're winning, but I'm not liking the vibes from this team. We got boots on Tusk now, so like that helps, but I don't know, the Hatterene has done 0, so I feel like that's probably the Pokemon we want to look at. But I mean, if we're winning, we're winning, I guess. I got my eye on Hat. Maybe Cinderace? Cinderace could be interesting over Hat. That's an idea. Let's see. No, but then... Yeah, well, no, we could. No, then no Fighting Resist. Petulant. Then Hazards are rough. Maybe the Hazard situation isn't as important as I've been making it out to be, though. If it ain't broke, don't... I feel like it is broke, though. Harkonine is an interesting idea. That gives us Prio and kind of works well with that. So that's kind of an interesting idea. Definitely needs very solid hazard control. Yeah, let's run it again because it's winning, but like it's not. HF. Okay. We've got a fairy type, but it's an IVAL. Alrighty. May I ask, why don't you stream on Twitch? I don't know. I don't have it set up. Maybe I should. Petrant means no need for mandibuzz. Not exactly. Could go like Patch Corv, could be interesting. No, that's too weak to ghosts then. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's try to battle what's in front of us here. What are they gonna lead with? I kind of want to kick it off right off the bat with Drago, because I'm thinking it's gonna be a Paul. Okay, it's gonna be a Slowking lead. That's not great. Don't really want to get T-Wave. Don't really want to get poisoned. I think Sludge Bomb would be a weird play here, so I think we can go into Hatterene. Okay, bounce a T-Spike. That's not something I thought was likely, but I'm glad that worked out okay for us. This is enough of an annoyance that I think I'm okay with going for a Nuzzle and getting Sludge Bombed out. I think that's an okay outcome. And they went for it again. Crazy levels of greed here. I'm going to Psynoise, and if they click T-Spike again, then I'll switch out the Falling Tree. That is Fizdef. They keep on clicking this attack. This is wild. Yeah, I'm going to go Crown here. If they click T-Spike again, like, good on them at that point. Okay, they got paralyzed, so we'll never know. I wonder if they did click again, though. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that Psynoise did too much from our Hatterene. That did too much. This is Fizdef. So good to know. Fizdef Glowking, which is the better outcome here. That's easier for us to handle. We go for Tachyon Cutter for sure. And they're going to, oh, they do survive that. They get up their much desired T-Spike finally. That's weird. You have no Spadef. You bold. Maybe we should have Terra Steeled, but I think we wanted to save that for the potential Dragonite. Okay, and how much do we do? No, I guess that makes sense. All right. Go for, okay, looks like an offensive Zapdos, or how much did that do? Potentially. Hard to say. Hard to say. We definitely super don't want to get T-Waved. I think we go Mola here. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we super don't want to get T-Waved. We can, this is like brutal for us. T-Spike is rough. T-Spike is still rough. I feel like we need a Petron because this team is just so weak to Toxic Spikes. I'm going to Mirror Coat as they roost, knowing they're going to do that, and then I'm going to flip turn this turn because I feel like they're going to try to go into Tinglu. Okay, no, they're staying in, which is smart. They're playing this the way they should be playing it, but I wish they weren't. Because, like, I can't go into Tusk. Like, Zapdos with a T-Spike up is just, like, I cannot do anything. But we can just, like, keep pivoting, I guess. But eventually, like, they just go into Lu eventually, but then I can go into Tusk. So, you know, this is not the worst outcome. Okay, they Volt Switch eventually. Zapdos is chipped. Honestly, okay with that outcome. I'm going to flip. I don't think you're T-Wave on this too. I'm going to hope for a para, and ideally we can get off a big Tachyon Cutter here. Okay, and they do just chill you out, so happens. Okay, based on the Tachyon Cutter damage, we have 50% chance to one-hit KO with a Psynoise here. I think we go for it, because I expect they're also probably going to Roost. Okay, they go into... Good play. Good Lu. Good Lu. I think it's Tusk time. It's got to be an Ice Spinner here. Like, surely they're going into Pult. It's so obvious, though, that I almost think we want to call it out. Okay, they did just go into Pult. Well, that sucked. Let's go Mola here. Let's flip turn. I don't think they want to Hex because it's Mirror Coat. They just U-turn. Okay. Val comes out. All right. Crown looks fine. Let's go for a Tachyon. Unless you're like Banded CC, you're not going to kill here. Okay, good, not great damage, but solid damage. Going to Tusk. Go for an Ice Spinner this time. Dragon Pulse. Okay, we catch the Pulse this time. Do we want to let ourselves get burned in exchange for that? I don't think so. Let's go to Mola. Yeah, they go for Draco. Fair enough. Let's just flip turn here. Okay, they're staying in, and they're not killing. It's good news for us. Interesting. I wish we'd click play rough there. Would have killed. Bro would sell his house for T-spikes. That's funny. I want to try to preserve Draco, but like maybe there's no point. Maybe we just bring it in here. Could go Crown, but that doesn't feel awesome either. Because, well, Crown would eat a Wisp here. Is that the end of the world, though? Probably not if it means we can kill this Pult. So let's do that. Let's go Tachyon here. See what they want to do. Okay, it's just going to be a U-turn. Fine. Get more chip on Lu. Bring in Tusk here for sure. Okay, we got Whirlwinded. Obviously, Hatterene doesn't like that. Unfortunate. Whatever, though. We can go into Tusk here. And it's going to be, I think I Rapid Spin here. I was going to say, I did not see Pult coming in there, and fortunately, we were correct. Pult did not come in there. So, okay. I'm thinking it's a back into Mola situation, and we'll flip turn. Okay. Going for Hurricane. Fair enough. We could go Drago here. I think I like that. And I think I'm going to go for a Dragon Energy. See if we can catch it. Awesome. We Dragon Energy. Zapdos goes down. Opponent got a little too, I don't know, like trying to make reads, I guess. Okay, we get knocked off. Fine. I wonder if we want a Healing Wish here. Look, we just throw off a Psynoise. It's fine. Glow King coming in makes a ton of sense there. I think I just click Psynoise. I think we just want to chip this thing. Yeah, chipping this like down a ton, I think is nice. If it's paralyzed again, that'd be sick. Watch the T-Spike go up here. Okay, they finally didn't click T-Spike. Respect. Does Crown to a KO Tinglu here with Terra Steel? It does. I think we do that. I think Lu's coming in. Well, actually, do I... Oh, okay. I should have checked if I needed to Terra Steel. Maybe I totally didn't. No, 33. Okay, I did. So at least we didn't, like, throw there. Throw, like, a crazy toss. Mola seems fine. CC. Okay. That's CC. I mean, you could be mixed. I don't know what this thing is. Let's go Mandibuzz and see if it switches up its moves. Go into Mola here. Okay, you can switch up, so this is not so good. We can Jet here for a little damage. I think that's probably our best play. Yeah, the Terra Steel in retrospect was not it. Regidrago here can threaten a kill. You never let this go down here, so I think we click Dragon Energy. Cool. Lu comes in. We do a ton to that. But now, like, we're just smoked again. We can go Crown here. Yeah, that Terra Steel was just not it, dude. We can go Drago on the CC here, and then I think I Draco. Come on, please hit. Please hit, Drago. Sick. Okay, and now what's the sack though? Is the big question. Yeah, the Terra Steel was really bad here. Could have kept Mandibuzz around. What is the sack? Low-key, like maybe Crown? I'm trying to think what well, Crown can like guarantee get a kill, but kind of so can Tusk. What's better? Just Crown doing to a Dragonite. Let's check that. Can that, like, no, we're not killing that, so. Might as well sack Crown. I'm going to EP this time. The one thing I don't think you risk is Dragonite. I think it's going to be a Pult switch here. If they go Dragonite, good on them, though. Petron would have been game-changing here. Okay, yeah, I was right about the Pult. D-Knight comes in. I mean, it's got to be Mandibuzz, right? Let's Roost. That's a lot of damage. Can foul play here? Okay, I think we actually have a chance here. I think we have a chance. Unless it's E-Speed, which probably is, honestly. Extreme Speed would kill us. Well, 62%. So, okay, we go Drago here. Do we Draco or do we EP? I'm actually going to EP. I'm going to go for the... Okay, they outsped us. GG. All right. This was where the team really, like, just... Because I was playing great, I got to say. Like, there were mistakes. There were mistakes. The Terra Steel and Crown was not ideal. But honestly, like, we got pretty much every read right and still lost by a little bit. So... that was definitely an instance of the team letting me down, I feel. So I want to see if we can rectify this. The hat has sucked every game. I think that's what we get rid of. The hazard situation does worry me a little bit if we do this, but I think it's worth giving a try. Do we go Helmet? Do we go Helmet? Let's try Helmet. Malignant. Actually, let's just go HDB. Helps with the hazard situation. Parting Shot, Shadow Ball. Yeah, Hat has done literally 0 the entire time, which is like, I'm almost impressed by how little Hat has done. Like, professional burger flipper, as is often said. So I wonder if we can go, you know what might be interesting? Something like a Latios over Mandibuzz in that case. No, well, we still need a dark or normal type. Or like a Garg. Always an option. Never forget Garg. Dark. What are some dark types we could tack on here? I think you need some kind of speed control / priority. Yeah, it'd be nice. Maybe a Kingambit, but Kingambit doesn't really feel like it fits. Like low kicks isn't a real ghost. I don't think we really need ghost resist that badly with an AV Mola though at the same time. So like maybe Cinderace. Metron, then hazards are rough. Cinderace over, I mean Cinderace over Mandy could be interesting. If we go like we need to go something like Fairy on this for the D-Knight and Max Fizz Def. I think this is one of those cases where we do go, well, we'll go enough for Jolly Gambit, but I think this is one of those Max Fizz Def kind of Petrons. Yeah, Eject Hat, it wasn't doing it for me. Do you know that Slithering is the same height as 2 Blastoise? That is actually insane. I had no idea Slithering was like the size of a truck. 3.2 meters, like what? I'm kind of realizing Regidrago is just Latios without the Psychic Stab. It is a lot stronger. But yeah, I think we just didn't have solid enough switches to Fairy types. I think Patron is going to help with that. But I feel like we don't need Mandibuzz that much anymore. Do you think you'll try Pokemon Champions, even if it doesn't support singles well? I don't have any intention to try Pokemon Champions at this point. I will keep an eye on the situation and see if it becomes a primary metagame. I want to be the place where where it's competitive. I want to be in competitive metagames. So we're gonna try to get myself there, wherever that may be. That's the plan. Would Scizor be a better partner than Crown? No. Crown is a breaker. Scizor is not a breaker. Remember how Crown, that game was like killing stuff? Scizor would just get hard stopped by Zapdos, and that would be the end. Alo is Alo would have been great if it hadn't been constantly poisoned all the time for the last few games. Ooh, no status absorber is also not great. Wisp sucks. No status absorber. Maybe Ace. I feel like a Libero Ace. Could be fun. Let's just try running this and see how the Petrant feels, and we'll see if we're liking Mandibuzz or not. Yeah, I do know we need a ground resist if we get rid of Mandibuzz, but I think we can afford that. Oh, that's true. No, you're right. Can't replace it with Cinderace though. Yeah, we do need ground. Yeah. No, you're right. Like levitate something. Makes good status absorber. It can switch in on status moves. Garganacl, really good. Gliscor, because it's poisoned already. Goldango, because you can't use status moves against it a lot of time because good at gold. That kind of thing. All right, I think we want to kick this off with Petrant and just start throwing off some Malignant Chains. I think it's just going to be a Tornadus lead. Yeah, so it's gonna let's throw off. We can throw off one Malignant Chain. Doesn't hurt. Okay, they went for a turn 1 Encore and they got hit with Malignant Chain, so that's interesting. I'm gonna Parting Shot here. I figure they probably go into Gambit at this point. There we go. Seems like an okay time to go into Tusk. I don't think they want hazards going up, so I'm gonna Headlong Rush, hoping for a Hatterene coming in. We can go Mola on the Torn in this matchup. I don't think we too much care about losing our Assault Vest. It'd be nice to have it for Kyurem, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, and based on that Headlong Rush damage, I think Ice Spinner is guaranteed. This is like modest Hatterene or something. It's like no bulk. So yeah, Ice Spinner looks like guaranteed kill based on how much we just did with Headlong Rush. So I'm just going to click Ice Spinner here. We catch the Torn. Cool. Damage is always nice. That did a pretty good chunk too. It is also a no bulk. This is weird. This is like a really weirdly offensive team. We can go into Mola here just fine. Okay, it's going to be an Ogerpon coming in. I'm okay with going into... I'll just bulk on Mandibuzz here. I feel like the knockoff or the Ivy Cudgel makes a lot of sense. Okay, it's going to be the knockoff. We can just U-turn here, keep the momentum up. Tusk comes in. Okay, that U-turn damage. Let's see if we get anything from that. Looks like that's not going to be any helpful info there. But like, I don't think you're AV. I don't think you're anything crazy. We should just be able to go Crown, click Tachyon Cutter. Unless the Tusk wants to Terra, that should go well for us. And I think if the Tusk does want to Terra, I think, are we okay in an okay spot with that? Not really though, because we really need the Iron Crown around for the Kyurem, because that could get really problematic otherwise. So maybe the play instead is we try to go the hazard route. I think they really don't want hazards up. They're leftovers. Okay, good to get confirmation on that. So I think we can rock up here. Okay, see what they want to do. They also set up Stealth Rock. We're boots, they're leftovers, so I don't really think we want to try to win this war. So let's go into Petrant here. And let's see, Earthquake might not even do. Headlong Rush doesn't do. Let's recover here, because I feel like they probably... Okay, they just go into Ogerpon, which is really interesting. We did get knocked off on Mandibuzz, which kind of sucks. They should Encore here. Let's go into Mandibuzz. Okay, go for a knockoff. It would be nice to keep Mandibuzz healthy. Is it feasible, though? I think we roost. I think we can afford to roost here. Should just be an Encore here, so we can go back into Petrarant. Yep, cool, got him. And I'm going to, I think we Shadow Ball here. I'm okay with getting knocked off. Yeah, in exchange for killing this, I think that's worthwhile. Cool. And then this comes in, and it's not taking, yeah, my pointed stones did dig in, yeah. So let's go Mola here. I'm like, this might be like specs or something. I don't really know what we're looking at here. I'm going to, I think we flip turn instantly. Okay, we see DD come out. So we go Crown, we can force a Terra. We can try to just shut this down with Petrarant, are kind of our two options. I think we go Petrarant, we go for a Malignant Chain. It's going to be our best play. I believe we do survive a 5 hit here unless critical hits happen. If we could get the, let's see. Okay, good. No critical hits, no shenanigans there. We do get the poison. All right, that went excellent. No, absolutely no complaints about how that went down. Yeah, not much to say. It went our way. I think we sack Petrarant here. I mean, we can hope for a confusion, and then I think we go Mola the following turn and just click, and they're going to forfeit. Okay, GG. Fair enough. Mandibuzz was okay. It does feel like there's a lot of defensive overlap with Petrarant. The Drago is just like, we keep running. I mean, we haven't run into a non-fairy team yet, but it's like, Flying. Let's see what flying types we could put on. Any fun flying types that want to join the party? Could be like a Zapdos. Zapdos is just like kind of good. Throw on one of those. Like a Life Orb trying to hiss. I feel like we have a lot of freedom in this slot. Reach up. Okay, the matchup is finally here. The matchup for Regidrago is finally here, I think. I think it's time. I think it is freaking time, guys. This looks good. This looks really good. It's going to be, I'm pretty sure, just a Dio lead. I want to kick it off with Crown. But yeah, we're absolutely, the game plan here is bring in Regidrago. And I'm really glad. Drago feels not fast enough even with a Scarf. I mean, I think it's fast enough. It's just that it can't hit fairy types. Yeah, DOS lead makes sense. They might have knockoff. I think they're just dual screens. So I'm down to just click Tachyon Cutter here. Yeah, it's going to do a ton of damage. Kind of push our opponent. Okay, that actually took that a lot better than I thought. But I'm trying to think if are we really super threatened by anything they can do? I'm trying to think what the scariest outcome for the Manaphy is. What keeps me up at night, I think. How do we not lose to the Manaphy? I honestly think if it's Take Heart, I think we just lose. Like, I think on preview, there's absolutely nothing we can do about that. Yeah, because they're just not going to attack the Mola. They know what's up there. We don't have knockoff, so we can't get rid of the leftovers, which is really bad. It's teleport, people saying? Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go Mandibuzz to see if we can bait them to not go into Manaphy. Be like, ooh, we're gonna do something bad to you. And then, like, we can't do anything, but they don't know that. Let's U-turn here. I don't think they want to scrap with this. Okay, and they're going into Glamora. Works for me. Works for me. It's so much depends on that Manaphy set. I think we Tachyon here. and just kind of hope, okay, they're going to stand with Glamora, and it is going to die, and there's the Mana Fee. Please don't be Take Heart. Okay, it's Tail Glow. We can handle that. We're fine. We're fine. We can handle that. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Let's Mirror Code here. I mean, or do we? Yeah, this is really bad. Yeah, the sub. Oof. Yikes. What's your last move? If it's Terra Fairy, that's also like absolutely tragic. I think we Mirror Code here. Stored power. Okay. At least that's something we can like not instantly die to. Yeah, I mean, I have to hope this is just not I think our play, we flip turn here. We can go into Crown. We just have to hope that this is, if it's max HP, can Tachyon break is the question. I think it should be able to. It's still specs. Yeah. So I think we just have to hope this thing is not Timid Max. If it's Timid Max, it's Timid Max. So yeah, like we lose. I don't know what to tell you. Nothing we can do. Absolutely nothing we can do about that. That's just, yeah, that set is just the end of our team. Yeah. I mean, trying to think if there's like any way we can play here, like any shot. Okay, there's one. I'm trying to think what the Pokemon we can sack is. I think we can let go of Tusk. I see one possible out. Yeah, I think I see one possible out here, and that's, so it's gonna be Mola, Terra Fairy, Play Rough into Jet, Breaking Sub, is where we're at. Into Drago. It doesn't even kill, dude. Oh, but that's max HP. It's probably not. Yeah, it's speedy. It's speedy, so it's probably not. It could be. I mean, it could be both, but that still is not likely to kill. But we've got, yeah, it's our only out. So we're gonna Terra Fairy, Play Rough here. Actually, here's what we do. We Mirror Coat here, because this gets us a little more damage. We Mirror Coat here. Then the following turn, this turn, we Terra Fairy, Play Rough as they sub. Please hit Mola. Okay, good. Now we break. We have to break with this Jet. Okay. We're back in this. If it's Terra Fairy, like, we super lose here, but I'm just kind of hoping it isn't. Here we go. It's Terra Steel. GG. I tried. That was completely unwinnable. That was 1,000,000% absolutely unwinnable. Against this team, like a substitute Terra Steel. Yeah, man, like, yeah, no. There was never a world in which we did anything but lose that game. That was completely unwinnable. Yeah, happens. But yeah, I think that's kind of like, well, I was saying, like, let's go till we see a problem. That's the problem. Mandibuzz is just not really doing it. I'm happy with how I played that, though. I think I really played to the outs. Yeah, Terra Steel, man, is like kind of weird too. But oh well. Yeah, it turned out to be, yeah, I guess it turned out to be speedy max HP Mana Fee. So yeah, no Dragon Energy game happening, I'm afraid. Rest in peace. I could have led with it, but I didn't want to get Psycho boosted immediately. It turned out to be a bulkier DOS than I expected. Shrine Bro. Yeah, that team, actually, yeah, someone says that team was a matchup fish. That seems kind of feasible, given their name was I Hate Pink Accord, and we faced them a few times. I think the odds that they saw our team, built a team they knew I had no way of beating and loaded it up, that seems rather probable, to be honest. Yeah, like, I think that was quite feasibly an intentional counter team. All right, let's see what we can do about that so that doesn't happen again. Someone says replace with Rillaboom. Worth a try. Gives us strong prio, which I like. Yeah, decent grass resist. Works well with Petron. Works well with a lot of the team. Heals up Drago. Actually seems pretty good. But yeah, now that I think of it, that is pretty suspicious to face a completely unwinnable matchup with a guy whose name is I Hate Pink Accord. I faced Bro's team, but it wasn't sub Terra Steel. It was Tail Glow, Terra Fairy, 3 attacks. Yeah, it's a little suspicious. I think the name is meant to be ironic. Member of the Pink Accord. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's, as I said, it's a little suspicious, but I mean, it could be. I've also faced a team. It was Tail Glow, 3 attack, not sub. I mean, they could just be trying out sub. Sub Manaphy is a thing. It's suspicious. But, you know, you can't say for sure, right? All right, there's the fairy type. Crown looks pretty good, probably an AV Mola though, so that's kind of a bit of a limitation. No, I do like rocks here. Hazards are going to be good, so that's nice. I think we kick it off with Tusk here. Okay, it's going to be Hoopa U lead. Interesting. I like AV. I think we can go Mola. Like, Mola doesn't really mind having its vest removed. It's not hugely important in this matchup. So, okay. All right, in comes the Toxapex. We can just kind of scout what this thing's deal is. Sure. I feel like I'm okay. I was going to say, it doesn't hurt to fish for a Malignant Chain early on. Petron kind of does 0 every time in the stall matchup, but, you know. We go Crown here. Okay, P-Jab comes out. We can throw off a Psyshock just to see if they're like... Okay, so this is, yeah, that's AV Mola pretty much confirmed. There's no reason it would be taking that much otherwise. And go for another one. Hoopa comes out, makes sense. We can just go Mola. It's gonna be a bit of a slog, but we'll get through this eventually. Flip turn here. Okay, they risked it all, which is interesting. Go Rillaboom here. Let's go for a U-turn. Heal up our Mola. Gives us an opportunity to do that as well. Yeah, bring in Mola here, and then probably just switch to Crown. Yep, going for a Toxic, which is obviously not going to work. Go for a Volt Switch here. I think it's fine. Okay, Claude. That's a super aggressive Claude. Like, you did not need to risk a whole Pokemon dying there, but you just did for some reason. All Parting Shot here into, I think, the Tusk. Okay, they're going to go into Mola. Let's get up our rocks. Hopefully they don't go for a Scald and Burn. That's the only outcome that's like really bad here. Okay, cool. They just flip turn, probably don't have Scald based on that play. Because I think if you did, you definitely would have gone for it. We can go a Crown here. Looks good. What's score? We're 3-2 right now. Okay, it's going to just be clicking Baneful Bunker. So I'm inclined to Psyshock, and then we can go Rillaboom here. Okay, we got gamed on. Baneful Pex is super, super annoying. All right, let's go for the Psynoise here. Let's go for it again. Like, I guess, I mean, they've been playing super aggressively for really no reason. Let's go Rillaboom again. Yeah, okay, that worked that time, I guess. Let's, we can remove an item here. Let's go for a knockoff. Skarmory. We get Skarmory, we get its helmet. Makes sense. Makes sense. Go into Crown here. I'll go for a Volt Switch. They go into Mola. Go Boomer U-turn. I think looks okay. Yeah, letting Rillaboom get poisoned was terrible. I just really did not see that play coming at all. Should be a Hoopa here. Let's go for the Tachyon. Okay, Claude comes in, which is kind of interesting. Can we Terra Steel and start like... I kind of have to go soon, so I'm going to let's just see if we can just like kind of hit this thing. Mola comes in. Yeah, we don't want to get like smoked by this. Go to Petron. Your Wish Spadaf. That's super annoying. Okay. Yeah, this is a super, super irritating Mola. We can Rapid Spin here. Yeah, there's the flip turn. What do we got? Skarm's just gonna come in. Okay, let's go Petron so we don't get like anything body pressed. Yeah, and now it's Parting Shot. And they're probably gonna click body press again. Okay, they didn't get a crazy read on us this time, so that's nice. Let's Cynoise the Mola. Okay, this is such a weird set. I'll click Cynoise again. Okay. Oh, they had Miracle. They were spit off. All right, it's fine. GG. Yeah, we could have played that more careful. I didn't really want to because I gotta wrap this up and head to a place. All right, GG. It happened. Drago had some good games, some not. This thing's not worth using, I'm afraid. I think we could try a part 2 again. If so, we'd have to go with the Dragon Dance set. I thought like maybe Scarf would be good because it is super strong. The vision, I mean, we talked about it extensively at the beginning, so I'm going to not repeat it too much. But the general idea of the team was, okay, maybe Drago is like, you know, it's speedy, it has insane power output, so maybe it can kind of like force opponent to switch into fairies, and then, you know, we can bring in Crown and we can break and that kind of thing. So it was sort of like the Regidrago idea where it can't touch grounds, but it still does stuff. But where Lecky is like super fast and has rapid spin, Drago is kind of not that fast and doesn't. And it honestly felt, we had one game where Drago was okay. Mostly it felt like playing with a 5 Pokemon team, truthfully. I think, if we do a part 2, it'll be with Dragon Dance. I think I gotta declare, after just seeing how it performed today, we did 6 games. Drago was almost completely useless in all of them. The one it did something, we lost, right? So like it didn't even do enough because it wasn't fast enough to outspeed a +1 Dragon. I mean, it lost the tie, but I also missed the play anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, it was not good. Like if we had put a Latios would have been a huge, way better. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it was fun to try. It's a fun idea. I think it's a cool Pokemon, and Dragon's Maw is a great ability. Maybe with DD Terra Fire it can work. Regidrago holds back. The team is a banger title. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, like, I don't think anybody who watched this stream could be like, yeah, no, I think Scarf Drago has something to offer in this tier. It was fun to try, but I think we can pretty firmly conclude that Scarf Regidrago does not have a place in OU. It just does not. It does not have a place in OU. So, okay, we can try DD another time. Probably will. Not sure if that has a place in OU either, but Scarf definitely does not. But yeah, last game, by the way, not played super well. Kind of just got to go, and I was like, I did not feel like trying to play that one out. So I got impatient, which you don't do. Like, you don't want to get impatient against stalls. So, like, don't use that as an example of playing. But I just I was not up for like a 40-minute switch fest where we play super safely. It was not. I was not feeling that. But yeah, Rillaboom, probably keeping around Rillaboom, U-turning on the Skarmory a bunch of times, Terra Grassing and Woodhammering on a Weezing eventually. Probably was like the track. Like, I know it was also tough because we had like 2 choice Pokemon and they had like a ton of Protect users. It was Mola. Was there something else? Or was it just the Mola? There was Baneful Pex and Protect Mola, so which is like not really what you want to see. But anyway. it's unviable. That's the conclusion. Hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. I had a good time. Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good Pokemon. It's not going to work. Don't use it, but hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys. And let's try to time this right.